I became like an adult before time because I learned principles that adults didn't even know. And by the time I was 17 years old, I was the most famous teenager in my country because of the Bible I memorized. And it was during those years that I began to grapple with these 5 questions. Who am I? Where am I from? Why am I here? What am I really capable of doing? And where am I going? And I discovered that the greatest tragedy in life is not death. There's something worse than death. The greatest tragedy in life is life without a purpose. Nothing is worse than being alive and not knowing why. Breathing oxygen and eating food and getting energy and don't know why you have it. This is a tragedy. To live for 80 years and still didn't know why you were here, that's a tragedy. Without a purpose, life has no meaning. It has no sense of destiny, no sense of precision. Actually, purpose is the third question. Why am I here? And this is the frustration of all humans. Every human wants to be successful. I have never met any human who said, I plan to fail tomorrow. No human wants to fail. Am I right? Everybody wants to succeed. But I have some good news for you. Write this down. Success is predictable. Success is predictable. Success is not luck. Success is not an experiment. You can predict success. I'm going to prove that in a minute. Success is designed by God to be predictable. But I want to quickly say the antithesis also is true. Failure is also predictable. Write it down. Now here is a paradox. Success is predictable, so you can literally plan success. I am successful today in my life, globally impacting millions of people, because I made a decision as a teenager as to what I want to be and do. What made me successful? I'm going to give you the answer now. And it's the same reason why people fail. Success is predictable, and success is predictable because life is designed for your success. But failure is also predictable because failure is the same result as success. Let me explain what I mean. God designed everything he created to be successful. You will never see a bird who cannot fly naturally. You'll never see a fish who cannot swim naturally. Every seed, if you put it in the ground and give it water, you don't need to pray. It is designed to bring forth a tree. Everything God created has built into it its own success. And if the plant is here today and gone tomorrow, how much more important are you to God? God is more committed to your success than you are. Why? Write this down. Your success is important to God. God needs you to succeed. When I discovered this, I became very bold. I put pressure on God. I discovered this when I was 17 years old. I discovered that God needed me to succeed. Let me explain why. Because success is built in to creation by every manufacturer. Success is important to every manufacturer who makes a product. Some of you have in your lap an iPad. That iPad has a little symbol on it. It's an apple. That apple is the image of the company. Before that image was placed on that company, the company tested the iPad before it left the factory. They made sure that everything necessary for its success was built into it. Stay with me. And the manufacturer took it and put it in a box. Then he put in the box, he covered it up with a book so you can't see it. He hides the product under a book for a reason. He calls the book the manual. The word manual, write it down. The word manu means to make, and ul means to think. So manual simply means the maker's mind on paper. When you open the box, you don't see the iPad. You first see the book. And the book always says, before operating this product, please read me completely. How many of you in this room read the book completely? Hold your hand up. Don't tell lies. You know you didn't. We never read that book, which means we don't know the mind of the manufacturer concerning his product. Now that book is simply a book of promises and laws. Write it down. Promises and laws. When you take the manual out, the first thing you will see is a photograph, the image. Then the next page you will see promises. This product will perform like this. This product will perform this. This product is guaranteed to perform this. And they have a long list of promises. But then when you get to the third page, it says, follow these instructions. Obey these laws. Do not operate near open heat. Do not operate underwater. Do not pretend or attempt to open it and fix it yourself. A lot of laws. Do not, do not, do not. Then the next page tells you what to do. And it tells you how to make sure the product succeeds. Then you get to the last two pages and you see something strange. First, it gives you what they call a warranty or a guarantee. The manufacturer guarantees that the product will perform exactly what it promises. But then it gives you a warranty. The warranty says, if you obey the laws that are in this book, then we guarantee that this product is under warranty, which means we will personally protect it. Then it says, if there is any defect in this product, do not attempt to fix yourself. Then it says, submit it only to an authorized dealer. Why? There are a lot of dealers, but they ain't authorized. Like Buddha, Muhammad, Confucius, Baha'i Lullah, atheism. A lot of authors around, but they are unauthorized dealers. The only authorized dealers in the world are the ones that the manufacturer sanctions. Like Jesus Christ.